Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the new Beeline Pulp Fiction Vincent Vega 13-inch talking figure. Spot has to preface this review by first saying that, well, this one review may have some harsh language, as these all utter voices and sound clips from the movies themselves. It will feature authentic, explicit movie quotes, so I would say younger audiences on these particular reviews, some viewer discretion may be advised. It is recommended for ages 17 and up, and from the hit movie Miramax's Pulp Fiction, one of Quentin Tarantino's finest works. The package itself features Vincent Vega, comes also included with a pistol, and spin around the back of the package. Also available are Jimmy Dimmick, Jules Winfield, and Butch Coolidge. There's an image up at the top of both Vincent and Jules. Features over 10 movie quotes, including some of my personal favorites in there, like they call it Royale with cheese. Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face. All right, it was a miracle. Can we go now? And then on the underside, once again, this comes to us from the folks over at Beeline Creative Inc. We make cool stuff. www.beelinecreative.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up, but when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Pulp Fiction Vincent Vega 13-inch talking figure. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Included with Vincent Vega, you get yourself an instruction guide. Shows you how to locate, for example, locate switch on the side of the figure's body and slide to on. To start talking feature, press a button on figure's stomach, and it also shows you how to change out batteries. Luckily, batteries are included with all the Pulp Fiction figures, so you don't have to worry about those just yet. Vinny also comes included with a pistol. Nice silver pistol here. With holding the gun, he doesn't come with any interchangeable hands necessarily. He only comes with one hand suitable for holding the gun, and you can kind of see how it's sculpted in such a way that it holds the pistol by you slide the pistol all the way down into his hand. And it can be a little hard, to be honest, to get the pistol into his hand. You almost have to put it on an angle and then angle it down from there. And then you can see he's got the pistol now in hand. He is dressed in a black suit jacket, black pants, a white top, and also a black tie. It's a good looking figure. I suppose
All right, well, you can walk into a movie theater in Amsterdam and buy a beer. And I don't mean just like a little paper cup. I'm talking about a glass of beer. And in Paris, you can buy a beer.
Here we go.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
I was going to say, Spot accidentally pressed the button on his stomach to activate the sound effects. What I was going to say, though, they're not bad-looking figures. I suppose as a small gripe I could make about it is the face itself and the flesh color that they went with. The plastic is a little on the shiny side. It kind of takes it away from being a very realistic-looking figure and ends up coming across a little on the plastic side. Let's get a better look at his face, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, for sculpt, I'm not disappointed by the face. I think it does look like John Travolta in one of his more famous roles. They've sculpted in the earring there as well, and he's got the full long hair treatment. But because the plastic is a little more on the shinier side, it kind of makes it look less realistic, to be honest, and it makes it look a little more artificial. Suit-wise is pretty good. I don't really have many complaints with the suit. The stitch work is a little more predominant in the suit itself. And you can also open up the jacket, revealing the shirt and tie underneath. I feel like I almost prefer the jacket to be unbuttoned, just so it kind of fills it out, because when you have the jacket done up, it does look a little on the tight side. And then from there, again, he's got his pants. Underneath, he's wearing absolutely no socks, and then he's got shoes, which you can't actually remove. You just take the loafers and slide them off. They're a little harder to get off, mind you, but he shows his feet underneath there. And just slide those back on. Yeah, it's not a bad figure. Again, my only small complaint I could make about the figure is because it's using shiny plastic, it does take it away from it being a more realistic feeling figure. Well, you've already gotten one sample audio clip to activate the other audio clips. All you have to do is press the button on his stomach. And the button's located right around there. When you press it, it does utter phrases from the movie, although the phrases are a little on the hollow side. It does sound like it was recorded and then added to it. It just gives it has a little more of an echoing effect rather than something that's crystal clear. I'll press the button again, show you guys another example of one of the audio clips. Just again, press the stomach.
They call it Royale with cheese.
And you can probably see what I'm talking about, or I guess more importantly, you can hear what I'm talking about. It does come across just a little too hollow.
Do you want to continue this theological discussion in a car or in a jailhouse with the cops?
And to further activate other functionality on it, what you have to do is open up the jacket, and you have to find the on and off switch, and it's actually located just on the side here. Let's see if I can actually, oh, there it is right there. The on and off switch is located just on the side. You can access that, and you can switch it from trial mode to full sound effect mode. This would be one of those examples where you probably would not want to undo the jacket or undo the shirt. It might be harder to get it back into the pants, but you can do a kind of a feelsies test. The switch is located right there, and then from there you can switch it all the way up, and that will release all the sounds from the movie. Now let's activate the stomach again and cycle through more phrases.
In Amsterdam and buy a beer, and I don't mean just like a little paper cup. I'm talking about a glass of beer. And in Paris, you can buy beer in McDonald's. And you know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris?
And pressing the stomach again.
Oh man, they got the metric system. They wouldn't know what the fuck a quarter pounder is.
And as you probably can hear, there are some explicit phrases because again, it was taken right from Pulp Fiction.
They call it Royale with cheese.
Pressing the button again.
What matches you get burned? I ain't saying it's right, but you saying a foot massage don't mean nothing, and I'm saying it does. And look, I give it a million ladies a million foot massages, and they all meant something. Well, we act like they don't, but they do. I mean, that's what's so fucking cool about it. There's a sensuous thing going on where you don't talk about it, but you know when she knows it, fucking Marcellus knew it. And Antoine should have fucking known better.
And again, that's more sound effects. Unfortunately, with explicit language, yes, but a couple more sound effects from the movie audio clips.
This shit happens. Do you want to continue this theological discussion in a car or in a jailhouse with the cops?
For Vincent Vega's Articulation, it's a little more on the limited side. While he doesn't have a ball joint necessarily in the head, it's not attached to the neck. The neck itself is just the head and the neck are attached by a peg that attaches to the torso area. So the head does rotate, but doesn't have any other angular joints, any way that you can pose the head up and down. Shoulders hinge out, and it's a little on the tough tight side to move the arms. Of course, again, when you're rotating the arms left and right, you want to make sure that you're allowing for a little excess in the jacket so it doesn't tighten up around the shoulders. He does have a bend in the elbow, which does not actually allow the arm to rotate at all, but he does have a rotation in the wrist. So it's only a bend in the elbow, a hinge in the shoulder, and a swivel in the wrist. The torso does have, despite the fact there is a speaker system in there, he still has a waist swivel. And then the legs go forward, back, out. He has no cut in the thigh allowing for swivel in that way, but he does have a good range of movement in the knee area. And then he also has a hinge in the foot. No swiveling at all, only strictly hinge back and forth. For the Beeline Pulp Fiction figures, Vincent Vega turned out pretty good. It's not perfect. I wish the sound wasn't as echoey as it ended up coming out, and I kind of wish that the plastic wasn't as shiny as it was. It's still pretty interesting that they could have gotten the Pulp Fiction line, and now we're actually getting a 6 scale or a little bit taller than a 6 scale treatment in an actual Pulp Fiction line. I really liked Pulp Fiction, so getting these figures now in my display are pretty cool. I don't feel like they really stack up 100% to another 6 scale figure like a Sideshow or Hot Toys. But if this is the early outing for Beeline, I'm interested in seeing what else they're going to come up with. The sound effects are a nice touch. I just wish that they weren't as echoey as what they end up being. Today's collectible spot, we were looking at the new Beeline Pulp Fiction. We're looking today at Vincent Vega. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have a look at the other Pulp Fiction figures from this line. Stay tuned for those videos. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.